Hello and welcome to Deliberately Creative. I'm Stephanie, and I'd like to welcome you to episode number 29 of Doodlegems. This episode, we're going to do black onyx. It's a very pretty stone that's made with just 3 colored pencils and a white pen. Come on, and I'll show you how easy it really is. All right, welcome. So today we're going to be using very few pencils. I have a black Prismacolor, possibly using a blue Indigo Prismacolor, and a white Prismacolor. A Pigma Micron pen, this one happens to be an 05, and a white Signo Uniball pen. If you were doing this with Crayola, I would suggest the white, the black, and the navy blue. But if you can possibly swing it, get yourself a white Prismacolor. It's opaque where the Crayola is transparent. And now all I've done is draw an oval with my black. This particular stone is pretty much a solid black stone with a bright white highlight and a couple softer white highlights. And that's it. So we're going to go in here. We'll put a soft layer down first, just because we don't want to end up with it being scribbly looking in the end. So even though it's pretty much going to be all black, maybe just the tiniest hint of the blue in that white shadow or white highlighting, I am going to do it in a light layer and then really go in and just color. Just color. So there, that's going to be my highest highlight up here. And then I will be putting some pen lines and some soft white down over the top of the black over here. So I'm going to go ahead and just start coloring in dark. And since I left just a light black in around this outer edge, I'm just going to leave that layer alone. I will take the white over that. It will make my soft white gray. So black onyx and red onyx has been known by humankind for thousands of years. They have people who were writing about it back in the old Roman times. And they would talk about how the soldiers would take, the Roman soldiers would take onyx in their pockets as good luck pieces, as a stone of protection. I find that kind of interesting. All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab the white now, and I need to mash off that tip. I sharpened it a little bit too sharp, and I knew that it was going to just shatter on me. So now it's mashed down. It's a little bit easier to use. So I'm going to go in here and get this reflected highlight here. Just soft, just softly. And now this is different than the hematite that we did, because even though it's a hard reflective stone, it is all black. Or this stone, this particular one is all black. You can find onyx that is striped, that has white and black, that's red with different colors of, different shades of red. You'll know that it's really onyx if all of the colors or layers are lined up in parallel lines. You won't get any of those wandering type lines like you do in agate, even though there are agates that are the same type of stone as onyx. They're chalcedony type stuff, but agates have a less organized structure. The crystals in the onyx itself are much more organized and layered. So look at that. Isn't that cool? How quickly that came together. Look at that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bring that white pen in because really and truly, that's how easy the stone is. And I am going to go ahead and put, because I'm saying it's actually reflecting a window. So it's a square light. I'm going to have it reflecting. So we're just going to go like that. And put in this nice white. And then we're going to take a bit of the white and bring it in like that. Boom! That stone is pretty much done. Look at that. Although, as that hasn't dried, but that has, I want to shape that. I want to shape that reflection just a little bit. And I don't want it quite so high. So I'm going to pull it back just a little bit. The neat thing about using this pen on top of the wax pencil is you can sort of trim it right on top of the wax. You can just sort of use your fingernail to trim that. There we go. Look how shiny that looks. That is just crazy how quick that was. So now I'm going to go in and start doing my doodle. Start doing the doodle. And I'm making this look sort of a Halloween doodle. It's going to be a Halloween doodle. So I'm going in and taking the pen just easy around the gem for my first line. And then I'll take a second line for my bezel and take it out and around. Oh, it's going a little wide there. That's okay. That's okay. The neat thing about it is you can pretty much hide if things go too wide or they didn't go wide enough. I think I'm going to come down here and it's going to get these little bumps here and here, here, and here. Kind of like little legs. And I am going to, let's see here. This is going to be laying on my paper a little bit crooked, but that's okay. Remember, this is a doodle. Doodles are fun. Doodles just sort of happen. They grow. Something you might have in mind and sounds really, really cool may not work. It may not work. I am looking at making this into a little bat. So I'm going to go, I drew a second circle around that bigger circle on the top. And now I'm going to come out and make sort of a droopy line. And then I'm going to scallop that line. And then I'm going to try and match it up somewhat. Make a droopy line. And then I'm going to scallop that line. 1, 2, 3, So it's a little bit smaller. That's okay. Then I'm going to draw some little lines in there, sort of show the creases in his wings. How's that? And then, off the top of this one little bump that I made, I'm going to make a swirl. And then I'm going to come back on itself and have it back into that bump. So starting off the top of the bump, making a swirl, working my way back, and joining in. So now it looks like his little wings are being supported on something, which makes him feel like he's all together on the gem. And I think I am going to bring another line up, another swirl. Let's see here. Let's see, do it like that. It's not totally balanced. That's okay. It's fun. It's fun. And that's the thing that I'm looking at. I'm really enjoying how fun this is. This is my first of a couple autumn type gems, doodles. You will be able to do this whatever way you want. If you don't want to make it into a spooky autumn gem, you don't have to. You can make this work out any way you want. Now, I think this is going to end up with sort of like a crown or scalloped thing. Sort of like a bat wing, but not really. Just sort of like a scalloped wing or a fan. Could be like a fan. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back into the side of that. And then just bring those little lines in. They don't have to match up with the little balls. Those are going to be tiny little gems also. And now I want to work some more swirls. Swirls make me think of, in this, it makes me think of like ironwork. And it makes me think of those creaky, spooky houses with big fences around them. There's a big house near where I live. It's actually new construction, but they've given it some old-time charm. They put the little wrought iron fencing around it. They put some leaded glass windows. It's really, really cool. It's not a big black house, though. It's actually rusty colors and sort of like autumn leaves. It's actually very beautiful, but they decorate up for Halloween, and so it's kind of creepy too. They have fun. They have fun with it. And the neighbors all love it. Look at that. So we've got that. And now, just a couple more swirls, and then a few little definition lines, little sort of shading lines. We're going to go up and around like that. And then we're going to bring this out and meet it up here. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. All right, so now I'm just going to, you see where these scallops are? Where the scallops are, how they sort of scoop up and they come down, and then they're down and then they go up. So in this area here, where it's down and then going up, I'm going to decide that that on the left will get a shadow, and then on this side, because it's halfway around, those are going to get a shadow on the right-hand side. It's not really a real shadow, it's just an indication of shape. It makes you feel like it's actually going up and down. All right, we're going to do the same thing over here. Quick, 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 quick. Just decide which way the shadow lines are. But whatever you do on the right side, you're going to want to sort of mirror that on the left. So I went to the bottom of each of those lines. So I'm just going to quickly go to the bottom of each of these scallopy sides. It gives it sort of that shape going there. And I know it will add a little bit more scoopiness to it, but I just want to make that a little bit bigger. Neat thing about it, it's my doodle. Nobody knows what this is looking like or what I intended it to look like. All they know is what it looks like. How's that for a very confusing sentence? Sorry about that, but I'm having fun. I'm making it look the way I want it to look. And now, just a little bit of, let's see here. I'm going to put a spot of white on here. So when I put the black into his body, because I'm going to make that into a little onyx. And I decided I'm not using that indigo. I'm not going to use it. There, and then make it shiny hard. But see, even on that little one, I did the same thing. I put a light coating of the black in, and then I put the hard coat. And that's all it takes, that tiny little bit. And I'm going to see if I can make these all into, little onyx gems. Yeah, we'll see. That's really, really tiny in there. Really, really tiny. And I'm trying to leave just a tiny little margin of the white paper underneath of the black, just below, between the black line and the black pencil. Just so it looks like it's got a reflection on the bottom side too. But there we go. We're almost done, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, I would really like it if you would click on the thumbs up, leave me a comment, and let me know if you like this. Do you want more Halloween type gems? If you do, leave me a comment. Let me know, because I won't do them if you don't want me to. But if you'd like more Halloween type gems, leave me a comment and let me know. I have an idea for one that might be an owl. And some of you who follow me on Instagram have already seen that. Oh, I'm very excited about that. That is so pretty. All right, guys. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share, and go out, do something creative, and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.